Okay, so there's little WalrusRider, and he's going to teach you how to not ride with the pros. So let's get stuck into it. There we go.
Actually, you're on the wrong side of the road, mate. You're going to Wollonga.
Oh dear.
I won't be able to make it up the hill. You're riding there from here. I think you can catch the train there. It's easier.
Okay, so I'm having a bit of fun there. Now at this point, I should have just moved across to the left-hand side there and just let them all go through. And just waited, like, don't create a pinch point here. Or at the very least, move to the left, right here. Let them all through, because basically you're interfering with the group right here. So that's rule number one. Don't interfere with the pros when they're riding. So I think I was just a bit too familiar with Peter because I rode with him the day before with his wife, which we just bring up right now.
So the girl that was with you when I rode you, is that your wife? Or? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say anything. I thought, it's not his wife. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm getting a bit of footage here. You see Duran riders over there. He's sort of out of the way. That's a good spot to be, although you're sort of into traffic a bit. But yeah, checking out, I think he's got his bamboo bike. Anyway, again, what am I doing? Move over to the left, WalrusRider. Move over. See how they're going? They sort of ducked in underneath me, which is not a good thing to do. So yeah, just get out of their way. Get out of their way. Right, because I know what I was trying to do. I was thinking more like a photographer than a cyclist here. I just wanted to get some good footage. And you know, it's fair enough. I knew I was going to get dropped and I wanted to get some good footage. And as you can see, I was getting some good footage of Peter there. And you can sort of see my power meter there, what sort of power it's taken to keep up with them. Around about 150, 200 watts. Sort of varies. They're sort of freewheeling a lot through the city here. But yeah, it's like at this point, probably in a better position, but I shouldn't be up that far. Like, it should be behind all the riders. But you know, you want to get some footage of Peter in his World Championship jersey, and that's what it all came down to. That's where all my mistakes came down to. I was too eager to get some footage. Okay, just asking what different jerseys are for there.
It's like the trick guys, they got one with the luminous green to stand out a bit for the cars.
Yeah, I was just talking about how the Trek riders have got the luminous green jerseys they wear for training, and they sort of stand out really well. Like at this point, let's see what I do here. Do I move out the way? Come on, WalrusRider, move out the way. No, move out the way. Let them all. I think they've got about 6 riders. So the first thing you do when you turn up is probably count the riders, see how many there are, so you know where you are, and you don't need to look behind you to know how many pro riders are in front of you. You know, I'm sort of getting in the way here. What happened? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, now I'm thinking, oh cool, I can get ahead a little bit. Because there's no cars there. And I thought I'd get some footage of them coming along on the inside of me. But I've sort of moved across. I'm probably checking behind there. And I say, yeah, here we go. I'll move across now and let them come through. Because it's all about getting the footage. And that's what I was thinking at the time. Just get some footage. Because I'm going to get dropped soon. I've only got a couple of Ks, maybe 5 Ks until I get dropped. Oh yeah, I was just saying there to Duran Rider. It's Duran Rider of the Go Vegan and the luminous green socks. I just said, I'll get some footage, you just go through. Right, so wrong way to think. Priority number 1 should be to respect the pros and don't get in their way. So this was my first ride. Besides the ride, I'll put a link up there. The ride with Peter and his wife, which, as you may not know, they've separated now, so that's never going to happen again. So that's pretty rare footage. There's only me, Peter and his wife there, or Peter and his wife and I. And so here we are, we're turning left onto Green Hill Road. That position's okay. That's where I should have been the whole time, at the back. And if you're patient enough, Peter will come back. Like, he's not going to be at the front the whole day, you know. And I'm just too keen. Look, I'm going up the bloody side again. That's a no-go. Don't do that. Do not do that, especially on Green Hill Road. I did some footage when we did a ride up to what do you call it, the gorge road, and I looked behind me, there was totally no traffic, and I sort of moved across and got some footage of that sort of angle. I think the guy on the left there is not too happy. Like there's not too bad, I can sit there, that's alright. You can sit there, that's okay. As long as all the pros are in front of you and you're not sort of too close to the wheels and that sort of thing. But there you go, I think I just cut this a little bit, just go to the next lights. There we go, going off the lights. Put my big ass into gear, like 900 watts just to get off the lights. Pros probably only doing about 400. So this bit's okay. No, that footage is fine. I should have just kept it at that and maybe moved across to the right if there was no traffic behind me. That's probably the ideal way to go about getting some footage on this day. And just hope that Peter comes down back through the bunch and you can get some footage of Peter. Like, I knew what I was trying to do, but this is just the wrong way to go about it. And this, you know, my only excuse is that it was my first ride, and I learnt a lot from this ride because I got told off, which you'll find out soon. So, you know, nothing much happens here. So I'm just going to fast forward through here. Zip, 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 zip. Doodle-doodle-doo. Alright, so we're heading up to the next bit, and I'll run through what happened next. There we go, we've got a few more seconds left. Alright, so next bit I believe is we're just going through a lot of roadworks in Adelaide. You see the 25 km/h sign. So at this point it's not too bad because the drivers behind, if there's any drivers behind, there's no way they should overtake us here. So that's fine to go a little bit over to the right and to get some side footage. Because you sort of want to get a bit of side footage so you can see down the line like that position there. That's really nice angle. But so that part's right. So that little part there is what to do, how to ride with the pros, not how to not ride with the pros. But don't worry, there's more mistakes coming up, so just hang with me here. Let's see, going up to the next section now. What have we got? What do we got next? I think I should have fast forwarded through there. That's cool. We'll just let it run, have a bit of a chat. That's fine. It's fine to sit back there. That's okay to sit there. And that's where you should basically sit. Don't get in their way. Don't get in their way. And sooner or later you'll get a clearing in the road and you can move across a little bit and get some footage. Just keep it's quite handy. I know during the ride he uses like a little mirror that he puts on his handlebars that he can look behind him. So that's always handy if you're riding in a bunch, just to know where you are. So that little bit there, that's fine. So we're heading up towards some light. I shouldn't be going up the side here. That's a no-no. But as you know, as I said, I want to get some footage of Peter in his World Championship jersey. Let's see, we'll get back on the live view. Yeah, so there we go, off the lights again. 800 watts again to get off the lights. 835. That's a lot of wattage. It's a lot of wattage for a Walrus to get off the lights. Alright, so we're going to speed through just a little bit here. The fast forward section coming up. There we go. So I'm doing everything okay there. It's not too bad. That's looking okay. Alright, so you saw that WRX. It's going to be important in a second. Okay, so here we go. More roadworks, and I can see the white car is going to turn left, and I'm worried because Thomas Voker actually ran into the back of the car at Glenorg. And I'm going, Peter, here we go. Round. I'm saying go around now. I don't want Peter to run into the back of the car, even though he's very skilled. Because a lot of the drivers in Adelaide, here we go. Yeah, Peter round. I know the drivers here. Because I know this might shock some people overseas, and that's where I made a big mistake. So the WRX came on the right-hand side of the move. Okay, that's where I get told off. He says, you know, it's okay to ride with us, but it's better if you, go back and give us some space, which is fair enough. But did I heed his warning? No, I saw Peter there. Here we go. It's going to turn me off again. Hang on a sec. I see Peter again and I want to get some footage, so I sit behind. No, 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 don't do that. Do not do that. He just got told off WalrusRider, get back. But it's just too tempting. Look at that nice footage. Too tempting. There you go, I'm just going to get told off again. We'll just wait for me to get told off.
Sorry.
I don't want to be rude,
No,
but
no, no. Yeah, yeah.
Not too sure what he said. He said I don't want to be rude, but don't sort of come along the side like that, which is fair enough. And now I sort of learnt my lesson. Get back right at the back here. And if I didn't do those manoeuvres, this is sort of footage I would have gotten. Who wants to see that? It's just like a normal bunch ride. If I just sat at the back like that. So I know what I was doing, but yeah, I shouldn't have done it. And this was my first ride with the pros, basically first bunch ride. It's a lot easier when there's only like 2 or 3 people in the bunch. Then you got like 6 riders, you got like 6 or 7 hanger-oners as well. It's not good. So what else we got here? Heading up. This is up Blair Road. It's starting to get a bit of steepness here. You see the riders getting off the seat, and we see Demonic Dan. Now, if anyone, Dan the man. Yeah, said I'll see how I go. I'm going to get dropped here. But yeah, Demonic Dan, he's a very good rider. I think it's about 90 kilos, but he puts out a lot of power. I was hoping. Well, actually, I think we did stop at the lights here. We stopped at the lights here and took off. There's Dan in the blue Castelli top there. Very, very strong rider. He puts out like 500 watts for like 5 minutes. There you go. That's the wattage I'm putting out just off the lights, just on the seat. 400 watts. They're getting away from it. I'm thinking, nah, I'm not going to go to keep up. I'd have to be putting out 600 watts or so. There goes the Bora. That's the Bora team car. And I thought, well, I thought I'd keep going for a little bit, and hopefully next set of lights I might catch them. And if they stay there for like a minute, but I'm sort of pretty much giving up here. I'm sort of thinking they're getting away from me too quick. There we go. So we'll zip through just a little bit here. Zipping through. It's still getting away from me more. You can see it's reasonably steep there. And that's it. So guys, that's how you do not ride with the pros like I did. Learn from my mistakes. Do not ride with the pros like that. Give them space. Don't cut in. Like I cut in a couple of times there. One time I cut in because there was a big gap. I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, do not ride like that. So based on here, I'm just waiting for a gap in the traffic, just looking behind. And just going to turn around and go back to the city and get on another group, hopefully for a beach ride. So there we go. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned some lessons. That was my first ride with a pro group ever. And as you can see, I made a lot of mistakes. And hopefully you guys can learn from it if you ever have the honour or opportunity of riding with a pro group. And yeah, just take my advice and keep away from the pros. Sit right at the back. Just be patient. If you're not a hill climber like myself, just go for a beach ride. And hopefully, if you're Peter Sagan or Richie Porter or so forth, they'll just drop back and you'll be able to say hi or something, or wait until they hit have a coffee break and have a chat with them then. But don't do stuff like that on the road. Don't cut in. Give them space. Don't move across. Don't give them advice on how to ride like I was doing. Stuff like that. Just be sensible. You'll get a feel for it. You'll know which riders are chatty. You know which riders don't like you and like you hanging around too much, and ones that really enjoy interacting with the local riders. Pro riders, just like everyone else in the community, they've all got different personalities. So you'll learn to know which ones are your favourites, which ones you can ride with, which ones just like to just ride by themselves and don't like hanger-oners and that sort of thing. Peter and that's alright. They're not too bad. Probably the best group I've ever ridden with, as in friendliness, is probably a Astana group with Luis Leon Sanchez and Michael Valgren, guys like that. They're really friendly. Peter's probably middle of the road, the Bora group. Trek's pretty good. Probably BMC, Richie and Rowan and that. They're fairly very pro-like. They probably don't like the hangers on too much. But yeah, you'll get to know it anyway. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it and you learnt something from it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.